If you're a developer, you've definitely felt the ground shifting beneath your feet. For what feels like forever, AI in our editors was, a simple assistant suggesting the next line of code. Well, that era is officially over. Today, we're going to dive into the huge transformation from basic code completion to, well, true AI companions. The difference between then and now is it's just staggering. We've gone from basic code completion, something that just guesses the next few characters, to genuinely autonomous agents. These aren't just simple tools anymore. They're more like partners. They can take a really complex request, go research solutions online, put together a plan, and then actually execute it by writing and editing code all across your project. It's a fundamental change in what an AI assistant is and can be. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the big picture, this new age of AI agents. Then we'll zoom way in on a super powerful example called Beast Mode. After that, we'll get our hands dirty and show you how to build your own agent and really master the art of prompting. And finally, we'll pull back out to see how all this is changing the entire developer workflow and what it really means for our future role as developers. All right, first up, the age of AI agents. Look, while GitHub Copilot might have been the spark that started this whole fire, the ecosystem has absolutely exploded since then. It's not about just one tool anymore. We're now in a world full of choices with a whole army of specialized agents ready to jump in and help. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This comes straight from the team behind Visual Studio Code. When the people who build the tools we use every single day say that the defining word of the year is agent, you know a massive shift is underway. The entire paradigm is moving toward these much more capable, autonomous systems. So what does one of these next-level agents actually look like in action? Let's dive into an amazing community-built example called Beast Mode. This isn't some off-the-shelf thing. It's a custom agent that's been designed to give the AI a very specific and, frankly, an incredibly powerful personality. So what exactly is a custom agent? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a super detailed job description for your AI. You give it a name, a precise set of instructions on how to act, and a list of the specific tools it's allowed to use. This is how you transform a general-purpose AI into a focused specialist, one that's perfect for planning or debugging or complex refactoring. Okay, this incredible wall of text you're looking at right now, that is the soul of the Beast Mode agent. This is its custom instruction file. It's not code, it's a detailed prompt in plain English that literally tells the AI how to think. It gives it a workflow, a style of communication, and a set of non-negotiable rules for how to solve problems. This single line right here, it perfectly captures the agent's whole vibe. It's pulled directly from the Beast Mode prompt, and it's not just a suggestion, it's a command. The agent is explicitly told to be relentless, to be autonomous, and to never, ever stop until the job is done. This whole thing is designed to counteract that tendency for AI models to kind of give up or ask for help too soon. What's so brilliant about this is that the custom prompt basically forces a professional developer's workflow onto the AI. It has to deeply understand the problem, then investigate the codebase, do its own research online, and only then can it create a detailed plan. From there, it implements, it tests step by step, and it just keeps iterating until the solution is perfect. Now, you might be thinking this is some kind of secret, super advanced technique, but it's really not. Creating your own custom agent is a feature that's built right into VS Code, and honestly, it's surprisingly easy to do. So let's walk through exactly how you can build one for yourself. It really is this simple. You just pop open the command palette, search for new custom agent, and VS Code just guides you right through it. You can save the agent just for the project you're in, or you can save it to your user profile so you can use it everywhere. This creates a special markdown file, and that's where you're going to define your agent's personality and its skills. So inside that .agentmd file, you start with this header section to set up its core capabilities. You give it a name and description, sure, but the real power comes from defining the tools it can use. You can make a planner agent that can only read files, while your implementer agent has full permission to edit them. You can even specify the exact AI model you want it to use, which gives you just this incredible level of control. Now, one of the most powerful features in here is something called handoffs. This lets you chain your custom agents together like a relay race. So imagine your planner agent makes a detailed implementation plan. With a handoff, a little button can pop up that says Start Implementation, which then passes the entire context over to your implementer agent. It lets you build these really complex multi-stage workflows where you're still the one in charge, approving each step along the way. Okay, so you've built your awesome custom agent. That's half the battle.
The other half is knowing how to talk to it. Your interaction, the prompt itself, is now a skill. It's time we all get better at our conversations with AI. So let's dive into the art of the prompt. Okay, here's a brilliant strategy, the Q&A prompt. We all struggle to get every last detail into that first request, right? So just flip the script. Tell the AI to ask you clarifying questions first. For example, say, propose a new folder structure for my project. But first, ask me a bunch of yes/no questions to understand what I need. This helps the AI get the context it needs to give you a much, much better answer.
Next up is something called stepwise chain of thought. This is perfect for those big, kind of scary tasks, like refactoring a huge file. Instead of asking the AI to do everything at once, which can create this massive, impossible-to-review change, you tell it to break the problem down into small steps and only do one at a time, waiting for you to say okay before moving on. And here it is. This is the magic phrase to make that happen. By just adding wait for the keyword next before proceeding to your prompt, you get complete control over the pace. The AI will do its first little change, then it'll just stop and wait. You can review it, say yep, looks good, and then just type next to get the next small change. It is an absolute game changer for staying in control.
All right, let's zoom out for a second, because everything we've talked about, custom agent, smart prompting, this isn't just happening inside our code editors. This whole revolution is expanding. The same kind of conversational intelligence is getting woven into our entire developer workflow.
Take GitHub, for instance. You can now go to literally any public repository and just start a conversation with GitHub Copilot, right there on the page. You don't have to clone the repo, you don't have to spend an hour reading docs to figure out what's going on. You can just ask. You can start with these really high-level questions like, hey, what does this repository even do? And then you can drill all the way down into the nitty-gritty, like, what are the core algorithms that are implemented here? The AI can summarize the languages, tell you how popular it is, and even point you to the most important files to read. It's like having an instant mentor for any open source project you want to check out. So when you put all of this together, the custom agents, the smarter prompting, the AI being everywhere in our tool chain, what does it all mean for us? It really points to a fundamental shift in what it means to be a developer. And this brings us to the main takeaway. Our job is evolving. We are moving from being the person who has to type every single character to becoming an AI orchestrator. We're the architects now. We're the ones who define the problem, assemble the right team of specialized AIs, guide their process, and at the end of the day, we verify the final result. And this leaves us with one final big question. As these incredibly powerful agents start to handle more and more of the implementation details, the how, what becomes your new superpower? What's going to be the most valuable, uniquely human skill you can bring to the table? Is it going to be creativity, architectural vision, or is it simply knowing how to ask the perfect question? That's the challenge for all of us now. Thanks for tuning in.